What's up, everybody? It's Brad and Andrew from Auto Off Topic. The coloring contest is back, and now much improved thanks to super listener Frank Eck. The contest is simple. Complete one of the pages of the coloring book found on our Facebook page or the Auto Off Topic Coloring Contest Facebook page in any of two mediums. Digital, using any computer program, or analog, be it colored pencil, marker, crayon, watercolor, however you choose. One entry counted per medium per person. Each individual can have a total of 2 entries, one per format. There will also be 2 age groups, age 15 and below and ages 16 on up. Links to the coloring book pages can be found on our Facebook page and the Facebook page for the coloring contest.
Electronic entries, including scanned entries, can be sent to us via email, autoofftopicpodcast@gmail.com. Paper copies can be sent by snail mail to Auto Off Topic Podcast Contest, 83 Lakeshore Drive, Georgetown, Massachusetts, 01833. Note, all hard copies received will not be returned, period. The contest runs through November 30th.
The companies and owners groups donating prizes are Mitsubishi Motors North America, Adventure Driven Design, Forest Performance, Palladian Trucks, Northeast Mitsubishi 4x4, Mitsubishi Montero Owners Group of the USA, Florida Mitsubishi 4x4, and Mitsu Nation Facebook group.
Please enjoy this free contest, and don't forget, entries must be postmarked by November 30th, 2017. Good luck.
Before it wasn't on.
Nope. Now it's turned on.
And recording?
Yes. Welcome to episode 63 of Auto Off Topic.
63.
63. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Brad.
What's going on, Brad?
Not much. It feels like it's been a month since we've been down here.
Nope, only a week.
I know, but we had a weird Thanksgiving week, so we recorded a day early, released a day late, and we had like a day off from work, and then a day back in work, and then 2 days off from work, so it feels like it's been longer than a week.
Yeah, it kind of feels like a vacation.
Kind of, sort of. Which is coming up soon.
Yeah. No, I did a bunch of stuff on Black Friday, not shopping.
Say, what'd you buy?
Nothing.
Yeah. I did a bunch of stuff Black Friday, too. I went to work.
Yeah.
Did a lot of things all day long.
Yeah,
like
sure
a
you did.
normal Friday.
I bought coolant at Napa.
Was it on sale?
No, they did have some other stuff on sale.
I bet if you went to like Pep Boys, coolant would have been on Black Friday.
Probably.
So probably should have done that.
Yeah, whatever.
I've recently become annoyed with Napa.
Really? Well, each Napa is like independently owned, so it depends on the Napa in your town.
I bought. What did I buy? Power steering fluid? I don't remember what I bought. Whatever I bought, I was annoyed because I bought it at Napa because the only place in town where I live is a Napa, and I paid $7 for a bottle of it. I think it was power steering fluid.
Mm-hmm.
And then later on that day, I was out and about, and I stopped at an AutoZone, and the same brand bottle of power steering fluid was $2.99.
Yeah.
I was annoyed that it was more than double the price.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, it's usually a little bit more money because Napa is an independent retailer and they're locally owned, and I no problem paying a little bit more for something. But when it was like the difference between $7 or almost $8 and $3, I was a little annoyed.
Depends on what I want, because Napa is the only place around here that carries liquid moly.
They're also the only place around here that carries obscure old car parts. So I do like it for that.
Well, their catalog is so old, they've been around for so long, they usually have that stuff. So
yeah.
And then they also have concentrated coolant. Like most...
Yes. You can buy it at Pep Boys and stuff still.
When I've gone to Advance, they just have 50-50 mix.
Oh, really? No,
I don't want 50-50 mix. I want to make my own mix, because I feel like you get more.
You definitely do, because it costs less than half for 100% coolant versus half coolant, half water.
Plus, it was like I got Penacine concentrate, green concentrate.
Is it Penacine or Pentacin?
Pentacin. It was only like $22.
Oh, that's not bad.
No. And it's the same, like I bought Mitsubishi coolant before.
Which is probably just
it's just
relabeled
the same
bottle
stuff.
of...
I like really dark green coolant. I hate when my coolant is like thin and like light green, like Ecto Cooler. I like it like dark.
Okay.
Like dark green.
I like my beer dark. Don't really give a shit about my coolant.
No, I just feel like it's better when it's like real dark green. Just
okay. I've never had that thought process before.
And Anyway, that brings us pros and car updates.
I work at a GM dealer, so I'm used to like
orange, the weird
coolant.
orange,
Yeah.
like
Dex
soda
Cool.
stuff.
Yeah, Dex Cool. It's not soda.
No.
Not soda.
It looks like orange soda.
Yeah.
Don't drink it.
Nope. Ethylene glycol is very bad for you.
You know what's even crazier is the newer stuff, the extra long life that's blue, that people put windshield washer fluid in their
Oops.
radiators.
That happens?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't never seen that happen.
Yeah.
I know there's...
I mean, I don't think it will really... It's not going to hurt your engine. It's just not great.
Like a lot of German cars have a pink coolant, which I guess if we go along this same topic of discussion is the color of pink lemonade, not orange soda or green Ecto Cooler.
I don't know how
comparing coolant to drinks.
I don't know how to describe the colors.
I mean, green, blue, pink. It's pretty good. Yellow for universal, or lemonade, of course.
Well, I don't know if I'm trying to explain to someone what it looks like.
I don't know.
They all smell the same.
I think I would avoid using edible products to describe car products.
Well, it does smell sweet.
It does, but it's got that. Supposedly, I mean, I don't know for a fact, but they say it's got like a embitterment to make it so. Is that what they call it? Really?
Yeah.
So they make it so animals won't like take a look at it and be like, "Oh my god, this is so good," and then just die.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of weird how like oily it is. It's like kind of greasy.
Mm-hmm. It definitely has a weird consistency to it.
Yeah.
Well, it lubricates too because it lubricates like your water pump and stuff while it's in there. So.
Well, anyway, I wanted to flush the coolant in the WRX because it was kind of thin.
Now the conversation ends around to why we're doing this.
It was thin and wimpy looking, so
you wanted a good hearty coolant.
Yes.
Okay.
I wanted a man's coolant.
It's 2017, Andrew. We can't assign genders to anything, okay? You wanted a nice, strong coolant.
I wanted a strong, working coolant.
You wanted the stout of coolants.
Yes, I did. So, yeah.
You know, that's a tester, so you can test how well the coolant works, regardless of how dark it is.
That's true. But it did look kind of brownish, which means there's a little bit of rust in there. Mm-hmm. So, just kind of dumped it out and changed it. I also changed the oil with my Liquimoly that I like to use, the 530. It was really cool because I saw there was.
Do you have a preference of color for your oil?
I prefer a nice golden,
brown,
nice golden amber,
fresh from the Rockies.
Like a Coors, just a Coors Banquet beer color. Okay. That's when it's fresh.
Coors Banquet beer is like almost yellow. So I wouldn't go with that.
And then when
you want like a let's see.
Because then when it comes out, it's gonna look like a black coffee, or like a Guinness.
Okay, yeah. I get you.
I mean, if we're going a way to describe stuff like that, so yeah. But it was kind of cool because I follow the Liquimoly USA Canada on Instagram, and they had some thing like they had a keychain. They like post up whatever, send it like something.
And tag
they just said comment. No, they just said comment, and we'll send you a keychain.
Okay. So
I did, and I like gave them their address, and I'm going to get like a Liquimoly keychain.
That's cool.
I was like, sweet, because
free swag.
I like Liquimoly.
Yeah,
it's good.
I wouldn't buy a Liquimoly keychain, but if they want to send me one, I'll take it.
Yeah, and actually, I didn't buy that at Napa. I bought that at Amazon this time because it was cheaper.
I never thought about buying coolant or oil and stuff on Amazon. I didn't know they could even ship it. To be honest with you.
Yeah, it came in an Amazon box, so
it was not like flammable or anything. So
it is to a point. I mean,
but it's not going to flash.
Yeah, it has. It has like a super high flash point, but it was like $10 or $15 cheaper than Napa
for like 5 quarts.
Yeah, 5 liters. Yeah,
whatever.
But I don't know. I like that stuff better than. I feel like it's better than the current versions of Mobil One. People get real nerdy about their oil, but
yeah, I was going to ask where you got that information from.
Liquimoly meets all of the European standards and stuff for being like true synthetic.
Okay.
Whereas there's like versions of in the United States for synthetic, you can have like just a tiny percentage of it can be
of mineral oil or mineral oil, but dinosaur oil.
Yeah. So it's I don't know. I don't feel like Mobil One is worth the price for what it is. I think you get a better product out of Liquimoly. I'm not going to push, Walmart as a sales point here, but it's pretty cheap at Walmart. Liquitech or something?
No, just the Mobile One, a 5-quart container Mobile One. It's significantly cheaper there. I don't know if it's the same quality as it is at Napa, but it's pretty cheap.
Actually, I bought Castrol at Walmart the other day because I didn't have time to go to Napa for
Castrol
oil for
is what I usually use
Montero.
in the old cars.
Yeah.
Because I like to use name brand just because it's oil, and I do. And Castrol is usually the best value for the money for a
conventional. It's hard to find a conventional now, too. It's mostly like blends. Mm-hmm. That's the other reason why I go to Napa usually, because they have a 1040 conventional.
Yeah. The problem I've always had with the older cars, with the newer synthetics, is that they're so much more slippery and thin that
you'll get more leaks
out everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, that's the other thing, too. When you get a good oil, like a new modern synthetic, it also has a lot of cleaning agents in it. So you will open up stuff and you'll end up with leaks.
Oh, yeah. More leaks than you had before.
Yeah. So that usually in the older Monteros, I've been running 1040 conventional.
It's not a big deal on something we've taken apart and put back together as much as it is on a 1978 Colt with 110,000 miles on it that I've never broken a seal on.
Yeah.
It could be used, new gaskets all around, but conventional oil stays in it pretty good.
Yeah.
And synthetic oil
if you read the back of the Napa oil, though, it does have it does say Valvoline. It's made by Valvoline.
It's made by Valvoline.
But it's a little less because it's Napa brand. But I didn't have time to go to Napa. I put Castrol 1040.
Yeah, Castrol is what I use in almost everything.
In the Montero.
So that's not...
And, of course, OEM filters. I love getting those.
It bothers me that I can't get an OEM filter for the 1.6 Colts.
What, a Mitsubishi filter?
Yeah.
It's not the fat filter?
It's a different thread pattern.
Is it the same one that goes in a smart car?
I couldn't tell you.
That is a Mitsubishi filter. It's a small one.
I'll have to look. I haven't looked. I usually wind up just using a Purelator or whatever. It's good enough for that car, I guess. Car ran through the 70s on crappy 70s filters and oil, so...
No, I just... I went on eBay. I bought a 3-pack of Subaru filters that came with gaskets. Mm-hmm. That was a good deal. Actually, I did the same thing last time. I just bought a 4-pack of Mitsubishi filters on eBay.
I still have a case at my house that I bought to split with you. And it's still at my house.
Yeah, and then I don't think I ever paid you for them.
No, I never used them either. The MZ690116s.
Yep. Yeah, the fat ones.
Yeah, I have a case of them.
Okay.
In my basement still.
All right.
I know where they are.
All right. So. We'll work on that. So, anyway, after I did all that, the WRX has had an exhaust leak. So it still had that muffler leak that I had fixed, where the mid pipe and the muffler broke, and I just put a tube and
got a hodgepodge
hose clamps, and it worked great. But it was definitely leaking from the donut gasket because it just disintegrated from age
to the mid pipe.
Yeah, just totally disintegrated age. Very common on Subaru.
It's really hot because turbo exhaust.
Yeah.
And it's an 05, so it's...
04, yeah.
Sorry, 04.
With 160,000 miles on it.
14 years old now.
The original exhaust.
Yeah. But that's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
In New England especially.
Yep. So it was leaking, kind of just had a small leak. The inspection station didn't seem to care about it, but it wouldn't pass because of readiness.
The catalytic converter efficiency?
Yeah, it wouldn't get heat. Like the heated signal or whatever.
Okay, so like an O2 sensor problem?
It's weird because sometimes it would be set and ready, but it wouldn't be at a time when I could go to get an inspection.
Right.
And then
Sunday afternoon at 6 o'clock.
And then
ready for inspection sticker.
Yeah, and then the mysterious evap code would pop up, and I'd clear it, and then it would show not ready again. So I was like, Meh. So I decided to, maybe, I don't know, I had the whole downpipe left over from my STI and the STI exhaust. I was like, I might as well just swap it because I've got time before it just breaks in the middle of the winter.
And that's cold and annoying, and you can deal with it.
And hopefully, just by doing that and then reflashing it, maybe that would help the cat's set readiness.
So you have basically a full turbo back on the car now.
I did turbo back.
Yeah,
did a turbo back stealth. I don't know what they called it.
Well,
I don't remember.
It's an upgrade because it's an STI muffler, so it probably flows better than the stock.
It's slightly larger, yeah. But it's quieter.
The downpipe is the big part, anyway.
The downpipe is where all the power is in those cars. So it's a Mad Dad downpipe that I had.
Okay.
So that I put that in, and then it's like basically it's quieter than it was before.
Well, I had a hole in it before, so that makes sense.
But it's like stock, but with the reflash like even quicker.
And you can probably hear the turbo a little louder now too with the downpipe.
You can hear the turbo. Yeah, it echoes through the downpipe. You definitely feel it at highway speeds. It's like, whoa, that's way less throttle to accelerate.
So it's downpipe, midpipe, stock midpipe from an SDI, stock muffler section for an SDI.
Yeah, which we discussed why I couldn't find my original one.
Yeah, because it ended up on our friend's old Outback Sport.
Yeah, so I ended up getting one from listener NG Kev.
Yep, which I didn't know he had Subarus as well as Ponteros. So
came off his 05 STI, so I bought it off him. And
excellent.
And then I used an Access Port V1. Like, that's how old it is.
Well, Keith bought it like the year he bought the car.
Yeah, the car's been a Stage 1 car for like
160,000 miles.
150,000 miles, yeah.
It was pretty early on he bought that for the car. I remember when he bought it for the car.
Yeah, it's got 160 now. It was probably done at 10,000 miles.
Mm-hmm. And it's always just kind of worked. So
yeah.
Why, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I could trade it in for newer ones because they do have a lot more like options.
Do they make more power now?
They do have updated maps.
What kind of money are you talking about, though, to make a few more horsepower if you trade it in?
They might give you like $200. I feel like
$600 part.
Yeah.
Might not be worth it for 5 4 horse.
Not right away, but probably just to get the updated maps, and then you have other options. I think I could eventually, if that evap code still comes by, you can turn it off.
Did you get a sticker on the car now?
No, I haven't had time.
So, are you still having the same issue with the evap code?
I haven't checked it. Well, the check engine light hasn't come on in a while.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna.
But exhaust doesn't have anything to do with evap.
Yeah, but I don't know what it would. I don't know. It's being weird. It would happen if I have to fill the car tomorrow. It would happen at 3/4 of a tank.
You know, it doesn't have an evap code. Everything I own.
Yeah. You know, it doesn't have fuel injection.
Although I do have going back to the 78 Colt, there's a red light in the dash that says EGR temp.
Okay.
That comes on all the time.
All right.
I don't know why. It's constantly on now. I haven't really looked into it either. I probably could clean the EGR out.
Or remove it.
But then the light would probably stay on.
And remove the bulb.
I could probably do that. This car runs fine. It doesn't seem to be an issue.
Yeah, you don't need it.
Well, I don't like the bright red light on my dashboard, so
all right.
I should do something about it.
So,
anyway. It used to come on only after a long highway drive, and now it's just on all the time.
Weird.
Yeah. I just look into it and see what it is.
I like having Black Friday off because I work on my cars.
I like having Black Friday off, too, because I don't have to work. But I didn't have Black Friday off because I had to work. So,
and then we finally, Project House Updates, replaced the dishwasher.
Sweet.
After being here for nearly 4 years with a broken dishwasher. I was like, oh, yeah, I can go do something else. One of us can go do something else instead of doing the dishes.
Yeah. Must be nice.
Yeah.
Rich boy. I don't have
It's Black Friday sale.
I don't have a dishwasher in my house. Do them all by hand.
Yeah. Artisanal dishwashing.
Yes. Just use paper plates. It's fine.
I'll have to show you where the buttons are when we're done.
Yeah, you put a picture of it on Facebook, and I was like, where are the buttons for that thing? It's very bizarre. It's fancy looking.
They're under cabinet buttons.
It's like a space dishwasher.
It's just a stainless steel dishwasher.
For space.
Kind of looks like a stove. It's super light, like, compared to the old one. It was like solid steel.
Well, the old one was from 1974, so it was pretty old.
Which I put in front of the house for trash. And then...
Will they take that to the trash?
My city will.
That's annoying. Mine wouldn't. Mine's like, oh, you have something that's slightly larger than a trash barrel? You have to pay to get that removed.
And then we left the house to go hang out with you guys.
What would you do that for?
Yeah. Saturday night. Then we came back at like 2 a.m. And I look, and the motor's gone out of the dishwasher, and it's like flipped over, and somebody like ripped the control panel out of it.
So the motor and the control panel are
Yeah.
So maybe somebody's driving by and was like, "Oh, a 1975 Amana. I have one of those."
Yeah, shit, I have that one. I need the control panel and the motor. Like,
Which is probably broken anyway.
yeah, the motor is totally broken because the thing didn't work. I can only imagine, like, is it because of the copper windings? Like, what?
Oh, that would make sense. If it's an old electric, like, DC motor, it would have a copper winding.
A pound of copper?
Whatever. Having that pound of copper is 1 pound more than they had before they took it out.
I guess. And they have to, like, unwind it and stuff.
I don't know how much illicit substance you could buy with 1 pound's worth of copper, but
And then whatever the hell was in the
enough.
control panel. But they didn't even take all the buttons. Like, some of the buttons were still there. It was really weird.
They took what came out easily.
Yeah. And then I was like, that's strange. And, like, in the middle of the afternoon on Sunday, the dog was barking. I look out, and somebody was taking part of the insulation off of it and a couple wires.
The insulation?
Yeah.
Like he's like a squirrel building a home somewhere?
Yeah.
Like, that's weird.
It's super weird. And
So
then
people scavenged parts off of this old dishwasher in front of your house.
yeah.
That's so bizarre.
And then later in the afternoon, some dude finally rolled up with a pickup truck and just took the whole thing.
Which, that makes sense because it's metal.
It was a bunch of steel.
Yeah. I wonder if it was the same guy that took stuff earlier, too, and was like, I'll come back with the truck later.
No, I think the guy that took the insulation was my neighbor. Because he, like, walked away.
Well,
But he didn't look homeless.
say if he wasn't a neighbor, maybe he really was fashioning a sleeping bag out of it.
I don't know.
The cold, dark night to follow.
Super weird.
That is weird. But it's kind of cool that it was gone by the end of the day. You didn't have to look at it till trash.
That's the one thing, the street we live on is so busy. I just put stuff out there and it disappears that I don't want.
On the alternative side of that, you also get things that appear in the middle of the day sometimes.
Oh, yeah. So that's the other thing, too. The dishwasher was sitting there, so somebody threw, like, a McDonald's,
Dishes in it?
like, super large cup away in it. I was like, what? Just thanks. That's just...
Well, as the owner of a daily driven pickup truck, I can tell you that that's general practice.
It is a depository for
Yeah.
my trash if I'm
Yeah.
walking by.
People are like, oh, a big open area, it's not littering. I'll put all my trash in this guy's pickup truck.
Yeah, he'll take care of it.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I don't see it, and then I drive down the highway, and it blows all over the place, and I look like the asshole.
Yeah.
Super annoying. If you ever put trash in somebody's pickup truck that you're walking by, you are a horrible person, and I wish the worst for you. I'm
All right.
sorry.
If
listeners.
you're walking the dog, do you put your poop bags in somebody else's trash?
No, I carry them back
No,
to my house.
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird, right?
Because I'd be annoyed if somebody started filling my trash barrels with their dog's poop.
Super annoying when I go to bring my trash barrels in at the end of the day and somebody has put more trash in them.
Yeah, that's really. I don't have that problem because I live in a tiny little street, but I can see that being a problem here. Because usually they just throw them in your front yard and they don't worry about there being a trash barrel there.
I understand. Okay.
Listen, if you collected FireBall bottles,
I-
you would be in heaven at this house.
Yeah. I appreciate that you tried to put it in the trash barrel, but the trash barrel is now empty because trash has already come to pick it up.
Right.
So now I wanted to flip my trash barrel over and put it away.
Nope.
But no, I can't because
Now
there's
you're
trash in it.
guardian of their trash for another week.
Yeah. And that's the other thing. So it must be the acceptable thing if you want to drink and drive to use FireBall nips.
I don't know if acceptable is the word.
Okay, not acceptable. But the I don't know.
Easiest to get away with, I guess, because it smells like big red gum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That has to be it.
Yeah, there's those.
Like that has to be the thinking mentality that if I'm going to drink and drive, I'll use FireBall because if I get pulled over, I can say I was using Big
Side
Red.
note, Auto Off Topic does not encourage you drinking and driving. This
No,
is
you
not
shouldn't.
a lesson in how to drink and drive.
No, you shouldn't.
This is just a thought of why there's so many FireBall bottles on the street.
I'm just hypothesizing why this exists like this
Yes.
because they're everywhere, all up and down the street.
They're in my street, too, and I live on a little tiny street in a little tiny town.
Yeah.
And I get them in my front yard, too.
Yeah.
But it must be what it is. People just get the $1 little nips of FireBall because it doesn't smell like liquor on your breath. It smells like cinnamon gum.
Why you need to drink and drive, I don't understand.
Well, that's a whole other topic for a whole other day about alcoholism, Andrew.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't think it's I don't think most people get in the car and they're like, man, I need to get lit to drive this car.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. There was one day, maybe 2 years ago. It was Christmas Day. I was walking the dog. It was a nice day. So, like, I don't know, 9 or 10 in the morning. I go down one of the neighborhoods here, and there's a car parked where there's, like, never usually cars parked. Mm-hmm. So maybe the person just gave up. But it was like a Mark IV Jetta. Like, on the dash was just open bottles of FireBall. Like, one closed one, and then, like, a bunch of open ones.
On the dashboard?
On the dashboard.
That's a wise
just
move.
White out, like, right in plain sight.
Yeah.
Like they just Christmas Eve, let's do this, and then
Mark IV Jetta. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, story checks out.
Yeah, story checks out.
So,
I mean, I had a Mark IV Jetta and a Mark IV Golf, so I guess I can make fun of other Mark IV Jetta and Golf owners.
yeah, I don't know. Anyway,
It's a trashy car.
way off on that. What did you?
I mean, I like them. I've owned them, so I can't really say it's a trashy car. But
To be fair, I borrowed your Mark IV for like a month.
did you?
Yeah, because my
The GTI?
yeah, my SI was getting fixed, and there was a reason why you couldn't use it
Yeah, because I was a dummy and lost my license.
for speeding.
Yeah, not for drinking FireBall.
No, having a lead foot.
Yes, having too many speeding tickets. That was super annoying because the last speeding ticket was one that was like
You were in a Malibu,
doing-
a beige
and I was
Malibu.
doing 58, not 55.
Yeah, you're like
Super
slowing down to the tolls,
Yeah.
which is super lame. But
Yep. But it was just the last in a line of tickets that ruined my life for a few months.
because kind of once
I
they
lost my license my birthday weekend. That was the worst thing ever.
see that you've got a bunch of tickets, they're like, well, I'm just gonna pile it on.
Yeah. This was, in my defense, over a decade ago. So I was early 20s.
Oh yeah.
So it's not like this was yesterday.
Well, you're probably mid 20s because I was early 20s with my SI.
Okay. Sorry. I was probably 24, 25. Yeah, it was not good.
All right.
It's not fun losing your license, people. So don't drink and drive. And
Yep.
don't speed too much. Again, I didn't drink and drive. It was speeding tickets.
That's right.
Just need to defend myself on that one. But yeah, it's when I had a Mark IV GTI. It would have been 2004
Yeah.
because that's when I had that car. So I would have been 23.
All right.
So
Yeah, I was like 20 or 21.
regardless, we're on tangents. I have had another week of successfully not having any Project Car updates.
No, last week you fixed the brown colt.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Well, good. So I've only disappointed everybody for 1 week.
Well, I don't know. At least got that one.
Yeah, I haven't done anything this week. I mean, I drove the blue car around. I went to Cars and Coffee again.
Yeah, which Cars and Coffee was this?
It's a new one, which it's like there seems to be one every weekend now. It's getting a little out of hand, which I guess is a good thing because there's always something to do.
They're the new cruise night.
Yeah, exactly. They're a cruise night for a younger crowd, I guess,
Yeah.
because it's always a younger crowd.
Well, we don't like going out in the evening? I don't know. For some reason we like getting up early?
No, we don't. We're young. Well, I'm not young anymore, but the crowd that goes is significantly younger than I am.
No, we're middle-aged.
Well, not middle-aged yet. We're approaching.
Yeah.
I think when I hit 40, I can say I'm middle-aged.
Okay.
I still have like 3 years to go, so I'm good. The crowd that goes to a Cars and Coffee, though, seems to be like, at least the ones around here, not all of them, but it seems to be like 18 to 25, I would say, which is kind of, as somebody who is approaching 40, is a little annoying because there's some questionable people and behavior. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, it was in Methuen at Honeydew Donuts.
Yeah.
I'll put that lightly. It wasn't really at Honeydew Donuts. It was in a big open parking lot that's
Adjacent?
kind of adjacent to a Honeydew Donuts. It was a good 5-minute walk to the Honeydew Donuts.
But there was coffee.
There was coffee
And there was
if you were
cars.
willing to work for it.
Okay.
And I brought a coffee with me, so I was good. But it was down behind the coffee shop. In fact, I thought I was at the wrong location when I pulled in because there was no cars. But they were all behind, so I didn't see them. It's also the first time I've ever been to a car show that everybody left because it started to snow.
Okay.
It was 40 degrees when I left my house in the morning.
Yeah.
So it was nice. And then all of a sudden it got dark and the wind kicked up and there were hundreds and thousands of leaves coming out of the trees. And then it started to snow and everybody
So
scrambled.
like a snow squall.
Yeah. Didn't build up. It was basically like rain.
It definitely didn't do that down here.
No, did up there though, because it's almost in New Hampshire, a little bit further north than here, probably about 20 miles north. Just a little bit of a snow squall. It wasn't like I said. It was more like it was more rain than snow, but you could see the snowflakes in the air. But it was good. There was some nice cars there. A couple of typical stuff you would see at a Cars and Coffee, new Skylines and some Supras and some FDRX7s and Corvettes and a smattering of Imprezas and Jettas and Cobalts and anything else that somebody from 18 to 25 would drive. There was a small crowd. There was a right-hand drive Integra DA, I think they call that one. The one after the pop-up headlights. It has the really thin, wide headlights.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's called a DA Integra. It was a Honda Integra because it was right-hand drive out of Japan. That was kind of cool. A really nice FBR X7. Cream colored was really nice. But I had the blue Colt again and just been enjoying that and driving that. It's been a good car, so... Reveling in the fact that it's now pretty much December and it hasn't really snowed yet, so they haven't salted the roads. So it's been a good time. So I've just been enjoying the car for a little extended period this year, I think.
Probably could have gone to the Jalopnik show, but I kind of forgot about it because moved it.
I'm not 100% sure because when I was on Sunday after Cars and Coffee, I went to Maine to check on the property up there. And on the highway, there was a lot of salt on the highway.
Up there.
So I don't know if it would have been the same. I didn't bring the blue Colt.
They didn't get any precipitation, though, that was like freezing down south of us. So
yeah, maybe not.
It probably would have been fine.
Yeah, up in Maine, there wasn't any snow on the ground, so I don't know if they had any snow yet, but they must have had like a freezing rain or water on the street that froze because I'd say from like, not Seabrook, but like Freedom, New Hampshire, north, was all very white streets. Maybe even further down than that. Maybe not quite that far. Like Dover, New Hampshire, north was some pretty heavy white stuff on the streets.
Yeah.
So it was pretty solid. Thankfully, I did not bring the Colt. I was thinking about it, but I decided to go home and bring the truck because I knew I was going to be bringing stuff back from Maine that was going to be bulky. So, and I was very glad I did because when I hit the salt, I was like, oh man. So, unfortunately, the truck has already seen salt this year.
Yeah.
Actually, it has not been undercoated yet.
Yeah, I got to talk to you about undercoating the Montero and other vehicles.
Yep, New Hampshire oil undercoat.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Everybody's at Auto Alliance.
What else? Oh, you watched the Hoonigan video with the Starion?
Yes, of course.
Our vehicle that combines basically everything that we like into one vehicle.
John Lazarak.
Yeah.
He's like Mr. Conquest Starion. He's like everybody that owns a Conquest and Starion. He's like our hero.
Yeah,
because the car is amazing. He's an drivetrain engineer for GM or Chrysler,
concept engineer or something.
Yeah, for GM. So he has a really good engineering background, and he engineered the crap out of that car. It's an LS car, but it's not like just an LS swap and go. Everything on the car is, bespoke to that car. It's pretty amazing. And the details on it, from the turn signals to the exhaust to the roll cage to the car, is just put together really nicely. And he competes in the Optima Ultimate Streetcar Challenge.
I like the idea of that.
The Ultimate Streetcar Challenge? Yeah, no, it's cool.
It reminds me of the old Sport Compact car.
That's what it grew out of, I think, didn't it?
I think so.
Yeah. But he's in like the unlimited class?
No, vintage.
Oh, vintage? But it's still like an unlimited vintage class then, because they have classes for slower cars too, I think. But yeah, I like it. I just don't. I'd want to do something like that wasn't quite as extreme, like something that requires stock body lines and like stock suspension mounting points.
Yeah, my Talon would be a good car for that.
For something that had stock body lines and stock suspension mounting points, not for something like, because that car has completely changed.
No.
Like it's 6 inches wider than it was. It's already a wide car, and then it's got everything is changed and triangulated differently, and it's a very different car than the factory put out.
I haven't really watched those videos that Hoonigan puts out.
The daily transmission.
Yeah, I should watch those more often.
They're a lot of fun because, it's not serious. You don't get a lot of technical information usually, but it's fun to watch people just beat on their cars and do donuts.
Yeah,
that's all it really is for.
I just like the informalness of the way they're made. Is fun.
Yeah, they're fun to watch. They do one thing and they do it well. Entertaining videos.
But no, that's a really cool car. Yeah, and I was just like, man, I need to get back to the Talon, put that back together.
Yeah, we discussed this the other day off air because you always give me crap about my cars that don't run.
Yeah, no, this runs.
We forget that you have a car in your garage that hasn't moved in like 4 years.
Yeah, but it runs, and it could drive.
Yeah, well, I have other cars that can run and could drive, but they're not done too. So
it's just not inspected.
And a couple that needs tires.
Yeah.
And you need to do brakes.
Yeah.
And you have other stuff you want to do to it, so it's technically not ready to go.
Yeah, but it runs.
So you can listen. A lot of the Starion runs, the Arc 7 runs, the truck runs now.
At least it has plates on it. It's registered.
The Galant has plates on it, but doesn't run. Anyway, but yeah. So I'm calling it from this point forward that you can no longer give me crap for having broken cars until your talent's back on the road.
Okay,
Done.
all right. So I'll have it
By Friday. We're canceling the plans to go to Radwood this weekend because Andrew needs to fix his Talon.
No,
Definitely still be there.
No, I do plan to have that back together for the spring. I didn't get to it last spring. I'm going to get to it this spring.
Well, joke's on you because you guys spend tons of time working on my cars with me over the winter, so your car's not getting ready by the spring.
Oh, no, because I only need a few things.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to set it up so I can do it here in my garage and just come downstairs and work on it every now and then.
All right. Well, we're still going to do my cars, too.
Yeah. Do you want to discuss the other one or no?
I don't want to discuss it yet because I don't have possession of it yet.
Okay. All right.
But it runs and drives.
All right.
If I do get it.
All right. Because we're going to start doing. I said this before, but we're definitely going to start doing more video stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Just like projects,
Yep.
car projects, maybe even just like model car projects too. Because
Sure. I can do that right at the house. It's wintertime. It's model car
exactly.
season.
So there's stuff in the works for that. What else?
I'm down with that.
I gotta put my stuff together so I can go to California on Friday.
Yes, I have to do that too. We have to get our period correct clothing put together.
Pretty much together.
You are. I am not.
I did get you some stuff off eBay. Hopefully that shows up in time.
Yeah, hopefully.
All of it said it was shipped.
Okay. Did you put a little request in there to ship it early?
No.
Oh, see, I usually do that.
Well, it's this time of year after Black Friday. Stuff usually shows up real fast.
Yeah.
Just because all of the shipping systems are moving really quickly.
For Christmas deliveries.
Yeah.
Excuse me, for holiday deliveries.
Yeah. Well, I'm still waiting on. I needed some vintage camera straps.
You needed some.
Yeah, to complete the look.
Yeah, okay. I have a camo one. Is that vintage enough?
Maybe. I got one that
camo is pretty.
I actually didn't have a nice one for the Olympus. I had an original leather one, and it just deteriorated.
Didn't you have an Indian print one?
I did, but I had that on my digital Olympus that I sold. I sold it with the camera.
Oh, okay. Because that would have looked good for period correct. That was...
Yeah, well, I got one that was similar, and then I got one for the Olympus that actually said OM system on it.
Okay, which is the old logo.
Yeah,
that's cool.
It's pretty cool looking. And then
Unfortunately, I'm not in the financial position to buy new camera straps on a whim right now, especially when we're paying for a trip to California in general.
Stupid ones with the vintage Canon logo were like crazy money, so I did not buy one of those.
I have one with camouflage, so that'll be fine.
Yeah,
I'll put that on. Nobody will even know I have it.
Yeah, I've got my vest.
Yes, your vintage fly fishing vest.
A photographer's vest.
Right, that's what I meant.
So
it doesn't look anything like a fly fishing vest.
No, it's got a Fujifilm logo on it.
Yes, I know.
So I'll be your 80s and 90s nerdy photographer.
We just need to get you a bucket hat and some waders and.
Well, I do have jorts.
Fishing afterwards. I'm glad you got jorts.
Yeah, I will tuck my white T-shirt into them.
That just makes my day.
I've got a neat snap-on T-shirt.
All you need now is a Corvette. Complete the look.
I wish that we had found. I didn't spend enough time looking for a trucker hat. I really wanted the Goodyear hat with the gold crests on it.
The one that has the gold band too.
Yeah,
that you'd bill and the hat.
Yeah, that you'd put on after you won the race. They'd hand you the Goodyear hat.
I need to go search the garage some more. There's got to be one in there.
Or a Pirelli.
I had that hat.
Yeah.
I'll have to go back and look at my father's garage. I know there's got to be one there.
Check in your dad's office.
There's definitely not one in the office because everything that was in there has moved out of there. But
okay.
It would be in the garage. I did a cursory look the other day and I didn't see anything, but I'll go look again because we got me a trucker hat from the '86 World Series.
Yeah, if it shows up.
It should show up. Hopefully it shows up.
Old Billy Buckner.
Yeah. Which is for anybody who's local to New England, everybody remembers the '86 World Series because that's the one that was lost by one play.
Yeah.
Mr. Bill Buckner. And hopefully it shows up in time. We have the
I would do 86 Celtics.
86
World
Celtics
champions. Was it 86?
86, yep. Which they played L.A., which is awesome because they're going to be in L.A., so it's going to rub some people the wrong way.
I also did try to, maybe it shows up in time. I did order you the rally towel.
Did you get the towel too? Excellent.
That says Beat L.A.?
Says Beat L.A., yeah, from the 86 series.
And
86,
I can only hope
championship.
that there's someone else there in Lakers gear.
Yes.
From the 80s?
Yes.
Because that'd be hilarious. Take a picture.
My basic goal is mid-80s sports fan.
Mid-80s Boston sports fan.
Yeah.
It was a good time to be a Celtics fan.
Yes, but that's it.
Yeah, it was a bad time to be.
Well, I mean, the Red Sox made the pennant series that year. I mean, they went for it.
Did.
They just blew it horribly badly. So
and
I'm
then
going
for many years afterwards.
Forever afterwards until very recently. So I'm going to do like a pair of 80s cuffed sweatpants, which makes me shudder a little bit that I'm going to wear those in public.
They have like no form to them. There's like...
Yeah, I'm going to get green ones.
Total George Costanza.
I'm going to get green ones because they're going to go with the Celtics shirt.
Yeah.
And a pair of white tube socks pulled up into them with a fresh pair of Chucks.
There you go.
So that's my 80s look. So I'm going to be horribly embarrassed to go to and from the show.
No, I bet you like nobody will even pay attention to you.
I feel if I'm wearing Celtics gear in LA, I'm going to pay attention to no matter what.
Maybe.
But other than that, you're probably right.
Yeah. Like, I feel like just that's what hipsters wear now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, especially out there.
Well, like I said, my 16-year-old cousin wears cuffed sweatpants and white socks and sandals. And it's like...
Which is weird.
It's
weird
like
to me.
The cool thing to do. So
yeah.
I don't understand it at all. But that's... middle-aged us, I guess. We'll go ahead and call us middle-aged.
It's funny.
We don't understand teenagers anymore.
I'm going to wear my Chucks too, but it's like those are just something that was never out of style.
Yeah, they're perennially cool.
Yeah, and the same thing. Like I've got my sunglasses I'm going to wear are just they're just tortoiseshell Wayfarers that are just been in style for the last 50 years.
I'm just going to wear the glasses that I own because if I don't wear them, I'm going to fall down a lot.
Yeah.
So. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about glasses because I need.
We could find you some neon things to go over them or something.
Neon croquis. Remember the croquis?
Yeah, if you could find a croquis
I think they still sell them at like eyeglass places.
Yeah, maybe. They probably sell the same ones they sold 30 years ago.
Well, yeah, they probably made them once. And they're still selling the ones from that first initial run. But there might even be some at my parents' house somewhere because I used to wear them when I played basketball.
I would wear them too back in the day.
Yeah. Well, because if you're active and you have glasses on, there was no other way to
hold the glasses on your face.
Did they even make prescription goggles in the 80s? I don't remember them. I remember wearing croquis because I can't see shit without my glasses on.
Yeah.
Blind as a bat, unfortunately. Thanks, Mom and Dad, for that wonderful genes.
Well, whatever. Anyway.
I'm excited to have an embarrassing outfit on all day. I'm more excited to see a bunch of cool cars.
Yep.
And I'm even more excited to meet a bunch of cool people.
That's right.
So all the other podcasts that we listen to and communicate with will be there. Some of our internet heroes, I guess you can call them, will be there.
Also getting a ride in the Million Mile Lexus.
Yeah, that's going to be kind of cool. We confirmed that today, that our friend who is driving the Million Mile Lexus to the show will pick us up in the morning, bring us to the event. We'll do some help with setup and stuff in the morning, and then enjoy the rest of the show.
Mm-hmm.
I can't friggin' wait. It's going to be an epic time.
I don't know. I didn't even look up what the weather. I assume 70 degrees?
Yeah, 67 to 74 during the day.
Cool.
2 days ago, I looked, and it said it was going to rain, and I was really angry because it's Southern California, and it doesn't rain in Southern California. But that weather forecast has now changed.
Cool.
So I can check it right here on the phone. I have the technology.
It's always sunny in L.A.
Not Philadelphia, though.
No.
It's even in California, if it does rain, it doesn't rain all day.
No.
It rains and stops. So let's see. Weather. L.A. This is great radio here.
Yeah, what's the weather?
76.
It's pretty warm.
It's pretty warm. Precipitation 0%, humidity 40%, 2 mile per hour wind.
Cool.
So that's a pretty good day. A little bit of clouds in the sky, keep the sun off of us. That's a pretty typical December LA day.
Mm-hmm.
So I absolutely love LA. So
Yep.
I really can't wait to get back.
Speaking of hot, sunny days, I just finally finished the New England Forest Rally photos. I just got busy over the summer.
Only been 5 months. What'd you get, a wedding or something?
Yeah. Bunch of other stuff.
Yeah.
And I put those, they're on my Flickr page. I'll link them to the Off Topic page.
I really can't talk about photos because I take a lot of pictures and then nobody ever sees them.
No.
So it's only because I don't have a laptop that I can edit pictures on right now.
Then did you really take them?
If a tree falls in the woods? Yeah, exactly. If a man takes a picture, nobody ever sees it.
If you can't
Does it really
share your activities with anyone, did you really do them?
That's the Facebook conundrum.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have tons of content like backed up from when I first bought my first digital camera in like 1998 till now. maybe 2000.
Well, I only recently filled up my 1 terabyte.
I just have tons of memory cards that I could go through and find like stuff from the past to keep filling up content with. I probably should.
Yeah, you should.
Anyway. We have any other points of discussion today, Andrew?
I don't think so. I think we'll call that an episode.
Kind of covered it all?
Yep.
You're pretty busy over there clicking away on your computer, so.
Yeah, just checking stuff.
Good. Is it all there?
It is all there.
All right.
So, as always, you can follow us on Facebook, Auto Off Topic Podcast. Mm-hmm. Follow us on Instagram, Auto Off Topic. Mm-hmm. Coloring contest ends tomorrow.
Yeah, get your contest entries in. We may extend the contest a little bit because we might want a few more entries because we have a lot of prizes to give away.
No, I want them all in tomorrow. You've been warned for months.
All right. You don't have any excuses.
Yeah, we will judge them when
you have to listen to this podcast.
We will judge them next week.
The day it comes out, because tomorrow is the day it comes out.
Listen, we've been running that ad for weeks.
Months.
So, we'll judge them when we come back.
Yes, coloring contest ends tomorrow. But don't tell Andrew if you get it in after the next couple of days. It's okay.
All right.
You have through the weekend.
I might not look at anything.
We won't look at the submitted date as long as whatever's there by the time we get a chance to look at them all.
So,
we have a lot of sweet prizes.
We do.
And I really can't wait to get them off of my kitchen counter because they take all of my space.
Yes. So, yeah. Anyway, if you love the podcast, like us on Facebook so you can see our posts. Follow us on Instagram for stuff. You can follow me on Instagram at RacedInAnger. And Brad?
You can follow me on Instagram at TSISS350 for copious amounts of pictures of Colts. And occasionally my dog.
Mm-hmm.
Which is exactly what everybody wants to see, obviously.
Why not?
That's why they listen to us. They just want to see pictures of Colts and dogs.
Sure. Anything else?
Just our end of the show tagline, Andrew.
Oh, I was waiting for you to do something else, but
what was I going to do? Oh, Vintage Imports New England?
Yeah.
Yes, you can go to Vintage Imports NE on Instagram as well. We've actually put Andrew's personal car on there last week. Somebody buy Andrew's Subaru.
Yeah, the wife's old Subaru.
Yeah,
it's real cheap and it runs just fine.
Yeah, if you're listening to the show, we will give you a deep discount.
Yeah, because I don't want to look at it during the wintertime.
No.
So,
no.
Take it away. It runs great. It's inexpensive.
Mm-hmm.
And it's already beat up and dented, so do whatever you want to it.
Rallycross it. Road rally it.
Demo derby it.
Demo derby it.
I drive it every day to work. I don't care.
Just don't drive it while drinking FireBall.
Exactly. Keep your cars analog.